Yo, what's up? I hope that you are doing good. It's Reed here. So I'm doing a quick video because I figured like I'm working, at a studio right now. And I guess I wanted to show you guys how you could just use Pro Tools and UAD console, even if you don't really understand everything. So I'm gonna go inside of the session and then talk to you about how you can set it up and everything. Right now I'm using my Mac Book Pro to do it, and also Pro Tools. And yeah, so this the studio setup is really minimalistic. We have a Sontronics STC3X, a little bit of that, two Yamaha HS7s, and then we're just that's the whole setup. You don't need a whole lot of expensive gear to make good music. I would really recommend, if you want to do something, invest in quality fucking um interface. Okay, just buy a fucking good interface. The mic, like for 300 euros, you could get some decent quality mic, and then you just buy some nice headphones. And by nice, I mean get some better dynamic, DT 770, 77, 77, 770. I don't know how to say. I don't know how to say it, but like those ones, you see them everywhere. You can get some Audio Technicas. You see them everywhere as well. Don't go for the go for the M50s, but I've been using the M40s, and I've got several pairs, here in the studio, and they've just been working really fine. Yeah, today I just wanted to go through like the setup that I use when I have recording clients, so that way you can maybe understand a little bit more about the whole fucking process, and hopefully it gets you, it enables you to understand how everything works within the DAW and everything. Okay, so I'm gonna just do this, and I will share my screen right now. So let's just hit record. I hope that you will be able to see that, guys. I'm not sure. So basically everything that I do is running through my mic. Okay, from my mic through my Apollo Solo, so it's UAD Apollo Solo, and then it's running inside this console app. Okay. Um, Basically, I named it after my sessions at Panorama Studios, which is quite fun. It's a really nice studio in Brussels. I don't know why I named it that way. I think I did it with the engineer there, so I was like, yeah, let's take the name, let's put the name in my shit, because it was the place that I made it from. What the fuck? But yeah, basically, as you can see, the signal is coming from my mic directly through the console, and I have this in analog one, right? So this is my mic. What is cool with UAD interface is that you can gain it up or gain it down directly from the console, and you can also mimic different preamps that you could record through. So basically, what it's doing is just it's emulating other preamps. I usually don't do it that way because I don't want to print the preamp, but I will just put the preamp inside of my sessions. So I just do that, just do like unison preamp, and sometimes if I want to, I could just like use this one if I feel like I want to do it. But for now, I just would rather use the unison preamp. By the way, what is really cool is that with the UAD interfaces, you can just gain everything from the console itself without touching your interface, which is really cool with a clutch. So yeah, when you record the mic, don't forget to turn the 48 volts on it, otherwise it's not gonna catch up. As you can see, like if when I turn it out, it just went blank. Okay. And also I usually do it, which it gets printed, but I usually do it, I do a low cut, if I print it, I will touch on it later. So usually my first slot is the autotune. I use this one, which is the autotune real time advanced, which is my favorite personally. But hey, I use this one on leads, and when I do dubs and everything like that, I might use another autotune depending. And then I have yep, this one, Teletronics. This is the CLA not CLA, but the LA2A. So basically, as you can see, I'm aiming at around minus three yeah, minus three right there. You know, not much more than that. You know, just minus three something, and then you can gain it up right here. Whatever you've lost, you gain it up. So basically, the way this compressor works is just this is going to be the peak reduction. So whatever is coming in is going to be reduced or tamed by the right button. So it kind of works in an opposite way. So you start with the right one and then you go to the left. Okay. So I usually do, yeah, around minus three, and then I get it up, and then it's good. When you want to record with UAD consoles, you have two options. The first one would be you either can monitor it, so it's just gonna get monitored into your DAW, so nothing is printed, okay? Or you could print with if you want to print, bro. If you print, just make sure you know what you got, what you get yourself into, right? Because when printing, you are gonna be printing literally the effects on your fucking session. So I usually, unless you really want something, I don't recommend doing this because it is the same as just going inside of a real compressor and just getting your sound out. It could be cool, it could be done. It really does make your life a lot easier if you know what you're doing. But since I put my auto tune on there and I might want to do some changes later, I tend not to do it. But if I don't put the auto tune, if I turn it off, then I might want to do it. You know, it just depends on your workflow. If you are a beginner, I do not recommend printing because you're gonna make some mistakes, especially if you do it for clients, bro. Don't do that. Just do it for yourself when you don't know what you're doing, you know, and just experiment. But then if you want to do it for some clients, bro, just avoid doing this shit. Okay, cool. So this is going right inside of the shit. I'm just gonna put it but on my other screen. So boom, it's going inside of Pro Tools. Now I know Pro Tools might seem a little bit daunting, but it actually is not that difficult. The only thing you need to know is that yeah, a couple of things. We have a click track, which is basically the metronome. You can access everything right here. It's actually quite easy, guys. So we got a click reference if you want to put your reference track. Then music one is actually, for me, it's the beat. So if I have a beat right now, I could just, you know, like take the beat right here and just like put it inside of the session. Go at the beginning because there's always gonna be some, as you can see right here, some lapses, you know, some like, I don't know, like blank spaces, and your job as an engineer is to make sure that everything is aligned. So just go check and then go to the first bar right here where the music is dropping. You go here and you zoom in, see if everything is aligned, and that's perfect. That's good. That's good to me, so it's perfect, right? So this is yeah, you got the beat right here. I have one recording track, which is the VOC track. Okay, on it I don't have anything. So technically, what I usually like to do is I have the Neve, which is, it's what I was talking about before. It's the preamp, you know. I want to make it active. So this is the preamp that I usually use sometimes. I usually use sometimes. So basically, what the fuck? Yeah. Wow. I usually use it. I don't know what's happening right now. It doesn't sound good, so we're not gonna do that. But I usually run it. I run it like, doesn't sound good right now, so I'm not gonna run it. But make it active. So I run a preamp or no preamp, depends. CLA 76 and the Blackie mode. You also have the Bluey, but I feel like I prefer the Blackie mode. I don't know why. And then I run into this console, which is really good, really clutch. I feel like this is the best simulations I've ever got from SSL console. This one is the SSL 4000E, which is like, bro, like, this shit is crazy good, you know. So good. I have also the Mag EQ4, which is doing a little bit of carving for those recording vocals, so that way the artist feels good on the beat, you know, it's like, oh yeah, vibing and everything. So that's the main shit. When you do, when you record, when you make recording, when you do a recording session, your goal for people is they need to be at ease. They need to be feeling good, right? So if they don't feel good, then you're not doing something good, bro. What I'm saying is just literally the same shit all over again. But please, when you record, make sure that the artist feels at ease. That should be everything that matters, you know, like it really is that simple. Like that's everything that matters. You should make everything in like your work possible to make him comfortable, make him or her comfortable. Okay, I have a send for a play, another one for a whole eight delay, and then a fourth delay. And basically, this is just like all of my tracks that I use to record. So that way, when I record something from here, let's say we record right now. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know, like you get a recording and then boom, you drag it downstairs. Is drag now? Let me record again. Alright, okay, good. Let's just drag it down. Yeah, good. Okay, let me just like, okay, go ahead. Shit, yeah. Ha, fuck it. Alright, good. And then that's usually how I work, you know. I just like have different tracks, you know, to get my shit done. Boom, you know, and then. Anyways, I don't really like what I've done on this song right now, so let's not do anything on it. But this is just how I work with Pro Tools, so just fast. And then when I have my when I record backgrounds, for example, I just move this recording track to background, and then when I have to do hook, I fly a hook, you know, and then I slide it down, and then when I do hook background, is there, you know. So it's basically like pretty simple. So yeah. So recording track, the lead bus is quite easy as well. I feel like it's just not that much on there, you know. It's a recording session. Okay, it's not a mixing session, it's a recording. So if you want to go mixing, you might want to go do some more stuff. I don't, cause it's not my shit, you know. I just don't want to do that. But yeah, it is what it is, you know. I For the recording process, I have a Pro Q3, which is doing almost nothing, you know, because I don't want to load any. I don't want to load the project too much. So I have basic shit on my Pro Q. DSR is hitting the way it should. CLA, boom. Then C6, which is yeah, it's like not complicated. Mag EQ, just a little boost around there, carving some shit right there. And then oh yeah, 2A, and also a limiter, and then boom, you know, we get the sound. You get the sound. We get down. Yeah, we wanted to get that. That's the sound. That's literally what's up, you know. And then if you go to background aux, it's pretty much the same, but I'm not gonna boost this, and you know, I'm not doing anything more. You know, it's just like it's the same, but a bit different. You know, adapted. And then also we got some hook aux, which is pretty much the same, I guess. But yeah, pretty much the same. You know, it's not like once you start doing shit, it's not that complicated.